We're staying in our new metalplate.dwg file. We're going to take a look now at how we can freeze specific layers, but only in our layout viewports. Now you'll notice I've jumped back into the model tab of the drawing. Now the reason I've done that is I want you to be able to see that we've got all our center lines, all our dimensions and so on in the model tab. Let's go to the Plan View Layout tab now. Click on Plan View, bottom left. And in our viewport, you can see that they are also displayed in the viewport. Now select the viewport, because in the previous video we locked it. We need to unlock our viewport. So we'll just click on the little blue padlock on the status bar to unlock it. Now we need to double click inside the viewport to activate it. So hit Escape and double click inside the viewport. Remember, the viewport is now unlocked, so don't zoom, otherwise you'll trash your viewport scale. So we're going to take a look now at the Home tab on the ribbon and the Layers panel. The viewport is active, so if I go to the Layer drop-down, we've got this whole new load of icons here. They look like a little square with a sun symbol on, and that's where I can freeze or thaw in the current viewport. So if I click on that one there for center lines, notice the center lines disappear in the viewport. If I do that for dimensions, they also disappear in the viewport. If I do that for text, they disappear in the viewport. So if I now hit Escape a couple of times to lose the layer drop down and double click outside the viewport to deactivate it, and then select the viewport and remember to hit the padlock to lock it, you'll notice that all we've got is the outline of our plan view in the viewport. Hit Escape a couple of times to deselect the viewport and then jump back to the Model tab. Everything is still there in the Model tab. You've only frozen those layers in the viewport. So what happens now if I delete some objects in the Model tab and then thaw out those frozen viewport layers? So let's zoom in on the plan view, and I'm going to click on this circle here, and I'm going to right click and erase it, and then the center line object as well, right click and erase it. So I've got rid of that hole on the plan view. So if I now go back to the Plan View Layout tab, you'll notice the hole has disappeared. What about the center lines that were frozen in the viewport? So we need to select the viewport, unlock it again, get into that habit of locking your viewports. Double click inside the viewport to activate it. Go to your layer drop down and center lines will switch on. And we'll also put our dimensions and our text back on. And you'll notice that that whole circle and the center lines have been erased there as well. Hit Escape to lose the layer drop down, double click outside the viewport, select the viewport again and just lock it again and try and get into that locking of the viewport. It's very good CAD practice. Hit Escape a few times and you can see we've now got everything back in the viewport that we froze in the current viewport in the first place.